Welcome back, my YouTube channel, the 1917 United States Dime, History, Design, and Legacy. The 1917 United States Dime is one of the early issues of the famous Mercury Dime, officially known as the Winged Liberty Head Dime. Though small in size, just 17.9 millimeters in diameter, it carries with it a rich story of American artistry, politics, war, and economic change. Struck during a pivotal year in American and world history, the 1917 dime reflects both the cultural spirit and the national uncertainty of its time. This detailed exploration will cover the historical background of U.S. coinage leading up to 1917, the creation and symbolism of the Mercury Dime, the role of sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the political and global events of 1917, production details and mint varieties, public reception and legacy, collecting and modern significance. The state of American coinage before 1917. By the early 20th century, American coin designs were widely criticized as outdated and uninspiring. The Barber coinage, designed by Charles E. Barber, had been in circulation since 1892. His dime, quarter, and half-dollar designs were conservative, symmetrical, and practical, but many artists and politicians believed American coins should reflect greater artistic ambition. President Theodore Roosevelt, 1901 to 1909, spearheaded what became known as the Renaissance of American coinage. Roosevelt believed U.S. money should rival the beauty of ancient Greek and Roman coins. He personally encouraged the hiring of outside sculptors rather than relying solely on mint engravers. This reform movement led to the creation of several iconic coins: the St. Gaudens Double Eagle, the Indian Head Cent redesign, the Buffalo Nickel. By 1916, it was time to redesign the dime, quarter, and half-dollar once again. 2. The birth of the Mercury Dime, 1916 to 1945. In 1916, the U.S. Mint held a design competition. The winner for the dime was sculptor Adolph A. Weinman. Weinman's design replaced the old Barber dime with a striking new image, a young liberty wearing a winged cap. The coin began production late in 1916 and continued through 1945. Although commonly called the Mercury Dime, the coin does not depict the Roman god Mercury. Instead, the winged cap symbolizes freedom of thought. The 1917 dime represents the second year of the Mercury Dime series and the first full year of its large-scale production. 2-3. Artistic design and symbolism. Obverse. Front. The obverse shows Liberty facing left, wearing a winged Phrygian cap. The wings symbolize freedom of thought, intellectual liberty, democratic ideals. The inscriptions include Dollar for Bliss, Liberty, In God We Trust. The date, 1917. The designer's initials A-double appear subtly near the truncation of the neck. The American public initially mistook Liberty for Mercury due to the wings, and the nickname Mercury Dime quickly became permanent. Reverse. Back. The reverse features a fasces, an ancient Roman symbol consisting of a bundle of rods tied around an axe. It represents unity. Unity. Strength through cooperation. Authority of the Republic. Beside it is an olive branch symbolizing peace. The combination is powerful. America seeks peace, but stands ready for strength and unity. The inscriptions read, United States of America. One dime. E pluribus unum. The fasces design would later cause some confusion during the rise of fascism in Europe, though its original symbolism predates modern political movements by centuries. Ivu. America in 1917, a nation at war. The year 1917 was momentous. In April 1917, the United States entered World War I under President Woodrow Wilson. The coin circulating in Americans' pockets that year, the 1917 dime, was part of everyday commerce during war bond drives, industrial mobilization, military expansion, rapid economic growth. The imagery of unity, fasces, and peace, olive branch, resonated strongly during this turbulent time. V-Mint production in 1917. The 1917 Mercury Dime was produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D mint mark. San Francisco, S mint mark. Mintage figures. Philadelphia, over 55 million. Denver, about 9.4 million. San Francisco, about 27 million. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number, the 1917 D variety. One notable feature in 1917 is the 1917 D mint mark, placement variety. Some coins have the mint mark placed low, the mint mark placed high. These minor differences are of interest to collectors today. C. Metal composition and specifications. The 1917 dime contains 90% silver, 10% copper. Specifications. Weight, 2.5 grams. Diameter, 17.9 millimeters. Edge, reeded. Each dime contained approximately 0.07234 troy ounces of pure silver. At the time, the coin's intrinsic silver value was far below its face value, but during silver price spikes in later decades, many were melted. Fevel, public reception. When first introduced in 1916 and fully circulated in 1917, the Mercury Dime was widely praised for its beauty. Compared to the rigid and formal barber design, Wyman's Liberty felt modern, expressive, artistic. The coin's sculptural details show depth rarely seen before on American coinage. Weight. The designer, Adolf A. Weinmann. Adolf A. Weinmann was a German-born American sculptor and student of Augustus St. Gaudens. He also designed the Walking Liberty Half Dollar, 1916 to 1947. His work emphasized realism, motion, and classical inspiration. The Mercury Dime is considered one of the finest small coins ever produced by the United States Mint. 9. Collecting the 1917 dime today. Today, the 1917 Mercury Dime is a favorite among collectors. Value factors. Value depends on condition, grade, mint mark, presence of full bands detail on the fasces. Full bands, FB coins, show complete horizontal separation in the fasces bands and are more valuable. General value range, approximate. Circulated condition, modest premium over silver value. Uncirculated condition, significantly higher. Full bands examples, premium pricing. The 1917D and 1917S in high grades can command strong collector demand. X cultural and historical legacy. The Mercury Dime remained in circulation until 1945. In 1946, it was replaced by the Roosevelt Dime, honoring Franklin D. Roosevelt shortly after his death. Yet many collectors believe the Mercury Dime remains more artistic, more symbolic, more historically evocative. The 1917 issue, struck during America's entry into World War I, stands as a small but powerful artifact of that era. Then, the 1917 dime as a historical artifact. Holding a 1917 dime is like holding a fragment of the Progressive Era. The First World War. Early 20th century American optimism. It passed through the hands of factory workers, soldiers' families, immigrants, farmers, shopkeepers. It bought bread, newspapers, streetcar rides, war bonds, installments. It existed during a time when 10 cents had significant purchasing power. 12. Conclusion. The 1917 United States dime is far more than a 10-cent piece. It represents the artistic revolution in American coinage, the vision of Adolph A. Weinman, the leadership era of Woodrow Wilson, America's entry into World War I, the enduring appeal of classical symbolism. Though small in size, the 1917 Mercury Dime remains monumental in historical significance. It stands today as one of the most beloved coins in United States history, an elegant silver messenger from a century